Clean-up operations are underway in the southeast after further heavy rain overnight brought fresh flooding impacting homes and businesses. The Taoiseach has said he will visit affected communities in the coming days.
Council crews this morning began to assess the impact of this latest round of inclement weather. Parts of South County Wexford this time feeling the brunt of the heavy rainfall, with a number of properties flooded in Bridgetown.
So we just bought new carpets 2 weeks ago, took them up the other day, and she's flooded again. So save the carpets, but not her house again. This is happening a lot now. It used to be like 5-10 years between floods, and now it's a few weeks.
Not too far away in Our Lady's Island, lake levels breached the bank in the village. Elsewhere, the River Burren in County Carlow was said to be at almost record levels this morning. Carlow County Council advising people along low-lying parts of the river to move valuable items to upper floors and be prepared. While Enniscorthy may not have been as severely impacted as earlier in the week, the clean-up operation from Storm Chandra continues, with homeowners and businesses trying to put things back to the way they were on Monday.
All the fridges will have to be replaced. They're all smashed up, and we have up to 12 fridges in the shop, and there were glass was smashed in them, and they're in the water for 2 full days, so I don't think they'll ever go again. And the expense of them, I don't know what it is, but it'll be severe anyway. Like.
Attention now turning towards what the political response to this destruction will be. Taoiseach Micheál Martin confirming today that he is to visit the southeast in the coming days.
I know that Minister James Brown has been obviously there, Minister Morden as well, to try and our main focus right now is to make sure that we respond. We will be out there meeting people on the ground as well to hear what they have to say, but also to look at those interim measures.
People in several parts of the country who have had their lives and livelihoods severely impacted this week will now be wondering what long-term measures can be put in place to stop such destruction from occurring again. Mark O'Driscoll, RTE News, Enniscorthy in County Wexford.
Well, for more on this story, our reporter Karen Creed joins us now in studio. Karen, what is the National Emergency Coordination Group saying this weekend as it monitors the ongoing situation?
Yeah, Kate, so it has been meeting regularly to provide oversight of its flood response, and the Taoiseach today convening a meeting of this group. Afterwards, he said specifically that there needs to be vigilance for the next 10 days. Now, that is because river levels remain high in places and there is the possibility of more rain expected next week. Interestingly, he also addressed the recent criticism of Met Éireann weather warnings, and he said these are both established and important warnings to have. He did acknowledge, however, though, that there can be local variations around elevated water, and so that is something that will be assessed, because bear in mind the government has faced a lot of blame over the last week with these flooding events over both a lack of what people say is prevention and protection. So we understand ministers are to hold a special cabinet meeting now in the coming week, specifically on floods and storms. In the meantime, politicians are sharing their views on what they think is needed. So for example, today the Fine Gael TD Colin Brophy, he said building should not happen in places where there is a potential for flooding. Now, that's not going to offer much respite to those who are currently facing the clean-up costs of homes and estates that have been affected and, of course, at more risk of flooding. But they are being reminded that there is support and schemes available for them to help those affected.
Karen Creed, thank you for that update.